Hey, this is Mote, and I'm just doing a quick overview of the music which I did for the recent Asylum Game Jam, which is a 48-hour game jam, and you're meant to make something which is scary, but without using certain sort of scary cliches and such. So our game was based around there being a Trojan virus which is trying to infect your computer. Well, it has infected your computer and is trying to steal all your stuff. So you have to use your common sense to get rid of this virus from your system. And so without further ado, I'm going to show you some of the music that I put together for that. So this is the first of the in-game loops, and it's just a very sort of, it's a fairly low-level tension kind of loop. So you get the picture with that. The game is quite old school in style. It was made in Game Maker, so we went for a sort of 8-bit-esque kind of style. But of course, as you can tell, I didn't quite really go for an 8-bit style, not being an 8-bit producer myself, but I went for something in that vein and used a lot of 8-bit sort of synthesizers to create a fairly authentic sound. So then we've got loop B, which is slightly higher tension. We then go on to loop C, higher tension again. And throughout all these, you can see that it's kind of as if the Trojan is destroying your system as it goes along. So you get all these nasty glitches and the sound of the system going wrong and basically breaking down from the inside. And then you go on to the highest tension loop, which is loop D, and that is right here. So naturally that's more glitchy and more generally broken and aggressive and unpleasant. And it's got a sort of 8-bit boss battle type feel to it with heavier percussion and things like that. And then we just had a couple more odds and ends of music in there. Each of those loops plays for a fair while and then obviously loops perfectly back to the beginning. So the premise of this game is that you've tried to load a new game on your system and it has been a Trojan. And so when you load that game, you do get a sort of in-game 8-bit style game theme music, which goes like this. So that's pretty fun. That's obviously a much shorter loop because it takes far less of an important place in the game, but it's just really to set the scene. And that really does it for the main pieces of music. And then, of course, no game would be complete without a victory theme. which that was. And then, of course, there is the inevitable defeat theme. And it's quite a hard game, so you hear this more often. So that's basically just the sound of the whole thing glitching out, and it's got a defeat kind of 8-bitty sound to it as well. So that pretty much does it for this roundup of my music for the Asylum Game Jam. If you have anything you'd like to say to me, if you'd like to get in touch, just say hi, any questions, anything at all, feel free to stick a comment here, go and get in touch with me on Twitter, or pop me an email if you so wish. Please also go over and check out my SoundCloud, where there is plenty more original music to enjoy.